हेलो स्टूडेंट, आज हम एम सेकेंड में यूनिट नंबर 5 के अंदर ले रहे हैं लेक्चर नंबर 36, जिसका टॉपिक है सैम्पलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ प्रोपोर्शंस। यानी सैम्पलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन प्रोबेबिलिटीज़ की फॉर्म में यदि है तो उसका डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन सैम्पलिंग डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन कैसे होता है। वी कंसीडर द टू प्रोपोर्शंस ऑफ सक्सेस आर P1 and P2 in two large samples of size N1 and N2 respectively, persisting in the two samples। दो सैंपल्स हैं जिनकी प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सक्सेस कितने हैं, P1 P2 हैं, और दोनों ही लार्ज सैंपल हैं जिनकी साइज N1 और N2। तो इन सैंपल्स की P1 की वैल्यू क्या होगी, x1/N1, और P2 होगा x2/N2। then ex1 equals to n1 p1 और ex2 equals to n2 p2। ep1 equals to p1, variance x1 equals to n1 p1 q1, variance p1 equals to p1 q1 upon n1 और q1 equals to 1 minus p1, ep2 equals to p2 और variance p2 equals to p2 q2 upon n2। let p1 minus p2 be a linear combination of two normal variables, then EP1 minus P2 equals to EP1 minus EP2 equals to P1 minus P2, and variance P1 minus P2 equals to variance P1 plus variance P2 equals to P1 Q1 upon N1 plus P2 Q2 upon N2। जैसा कि हमने ऊपर लिया है, वेरियंस P1 कितने किसके इक्वल है, P1 Q1 upon N1 के, और वेरियंस P2 किसके इक्वल है, P2 Q2 upon N2। when two samples are independent, अभी दो सैंपल यदि इंडिपेंडेंट हैं, therefore the Z test statistics is given by Z equals to P1 minus P2 upon square root of P1 Q1 upon N1 plus P2 Q2 upon N2, this equivalent mu 0, it is the mean 0 and 1 for this parameter। case first, if we can check hypothesis test। सबसे पहले हम hypothesis test check करते हैं। if the difference P1 minus P2 is real difference between the two population, then P1 minus P2 equals to P। so Z equals to P upon under root of PQ 1 upon N1 plus 1 upon N2, where Q equals to 1 minus P। now we test of significance with the aid of normal curve। if mod Z is less than 1.96, the hypothesis is acceptable at 95% level। at 5% level of significance, value of Z lies between 1.96 to 2.58। at 1% level of significance, Z lies between 2.58 to 3। if the difference is highly significant, Z greater than 3, then hypothesis is not acceptable। if unbiased estimate of P expectation N1 P1 plus N2 P2 upon N1 plus N2 equals to expectation N1 P1 plus N2 P2 upon N1 plus N2 equals to N1 EP1 plus N2 EP2 upon N1 plus N2, or N1 plus N2 into P upon N1 plus N2 equals to P। hence unbiased estimate of P is N1 P1 plus N2 P2 upon N1 plus N2। now the case second, if the real difference between the population to be hidden in two samples population, if population P1 greater than P2, then P1 minus P2 is less than equals to 0, then statistics variate Z equals to P1 minus P2 upon square root of P1 Q1 upon N1 plus P2 Q2 upon N2 equals to E। then suppose let square root of P1 Q1 upon N1 plus P2 Q2 upon N2 equals to E, then Z equals to P1 minus P2 upon E, or P1 minus P2 equals to EZ, or P1 minus P2 plus EZ less than equals to 0। now probability Z less than 1.645 equals to 0.5 minus P। Z lies between 0 to 1.645, or 0.5 minus 0.4505 equals to 0.05. Show therefore probability z less than minus 1.645 equals to 0.05. If P1 minus P2 upon E or minus P1 minus P2 upon E less than minus 1.645, then probability z less than minus P1 minus P2 upon E less than 0.05, which is exist 5% level of significance. It is unlikely that difference will be hidden in simple sampling. Now come to the question. First question. A random sample of 400 flower stems has an average length of 10 cm. Can this be regarded as a sample from a large population with mean 10.2 cm and standard deviation of 2.25 cm? एक रैंडम सैंपल है, इसका सैंपल साइज 400 फ्लावर स्टेम्स है और इसकी एवरेज लेंथ 10 सेंटीमीटर है, मीन 10 सेंटीमीटर है. तो क्या इसे हम सैंपल फॉर द लार्ज पॉपुलेशन रिगार्ड कर सकते हैं विद मीन 10.2 सेंटीमीटर एंड स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन 2.25 सेंटीमीटर. तो सैंपल्स के मीन और स्टैंडर्ड डेविएशन भी दे रखे हैं. शो n इक्वल्स टू 400, मीन x बार इक्वल्स टू 10, नल हाइपोथेसिस h नॉट. The sample has been drawn from the normal population with mean mu equals to 10.2 cm and standard deviation sigma equals to 2.25 cm. Alternative hypothesis H1 mu not equals to 10.2 cm. Test statistic Z equals to x bar minus mu upon sigma upon under root n. Show 10 minus 10.2 upon 2.25 upon under root 400 or minus 4 upon 2.25 or minus 1.777. So critical value of Z at 5% level of significance is minus plus 1.96. Since the statistic value mod Z equals to 1.777 is less than critical value Z equals to 1.96, it falls in the acceptance region. Hence the facts are consistent with 95% confidence, and it is concluded that the sample has been drawn from the normal population with a mean of 10.2 cm and standard deviation of 2.25 cm. Next question. A coin is tossed 410 times. It turns up at 224 times. Find whether the coin may be regarded as unbiased. एक coin को 410 times toss किया गया और इस पर 224 times head आता है, तो उसको coin को हमें ये बताना है कि unbiased है. तो number of head and P be the probability of letting head in a toss. X क्या है, number of heads हैं, और P क्या है, probability है head आने की. Set the hypothesis that not coin is unbiased. So small p 1/2, come to the head. N equals to 410, x equals to 224. Z equals to x minus mu upon under root npq. Show x minus np upon under root of npq. 224 minus 410 multiply 1/2 upon square root of 410 multiply 1/2 multiply 1/2. और 19 upon 10 1.24. Z equals to 1.876. So 1.876 is less than 1.96. Hence, hypothesis be correct and critical value of Z at 5% level of significance is minus plus 1.96, and the coin may be regarded as unbiased. Next question is, two random samples of size 10 and 12 of IQ of men and women have means of 101 and 98 respectively. Assuming that IQs are independently normally distributed as n mu1 sigma 1 equals to 4 and mu2 sigma 2 equals to 3, test the hypothesis H0 mu1 equals to mu2 against the alternative H1 mu1 not equals to mu2 at 5% level of significance. Solution. Here x bar equals to 101, y bar equals to 98 to both samples average or mean n1 10 and 2 12, sigma 1 10 or sigma 2 equals to 3. So z equals to x bar minus pi bar upon under root of sigma 1 square upon n1 plus sigma 2 square upon n2. It is the formula for z test, or 101 minus 98 upon square root of 4 square upon 10 plus 3 square upon 12, or 2 upon square root of 8 upon 5 plus 3 upon 4 equals to 1.89. Hence, Z less than 1.96, and the hypothesis H naught mu1 not equals to mu2 is accepted. Question number 3. A sample of height of 6,400 Indians has a mean of 67.85 inches and a standard deviation of 2.56 inches, while sample of heights of 1,600 Austrians has a mean of 68.55 inches and a standard deviation of 2.52 inches. Do the data indicate the Austrians are on the average taller than Indians? बताना है कि ऑस्ट्रियंस टॉलर इंडियन से ज़्यादा टॉलर होते हैं। तो इसके लिए डेटा आपको दिया गया है। हियर एक्स बार इक्वल्स टू 67.85, वाई बार इक्वल्स टू 68.55, N1 equals to 6,400, N2 equals to 1,600, S1 equals to 2.56, S2 equals to 2.52 inches. This is the data for two samples. Here H0 mu1 equals to mu2 is tested against the alternative H1 mu1 less than mu2. So Z mod Z equals to x1 minus y bar upon under root of S1 square upon N1 plus S2 square upon N2, or 67.85 minus 68.55 upon square root of 2.56 square upon 6,400 plus 2.52 square upon 1,600, or 0.7 upon 0.076 equals to 9.21. In testing, H0 mu1 equals to mu2 is tested against the alternative H1 mu1 not equals to mu2. We apply the two-tailed test if Z greater than 1.96 and at 5% level of significance. If Z greater than 2.58, then at 1% level, and if Z greater than 3, then at 0.1% level of significance. H not rejected, but here H1 is mu1 less than mu2. So one-tailed test is to be applied at 1% level if Z greater than 2.327, but here Z equals to 9.21 and H naught mu1 equals to mu2 safely rejected. Conclusively, the data indicate the Austrians are on the average taller than India. This is the complete the lecture. Thanks all of you.